Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second half of the semester. We are officially in week 5. This week and next, we're going to be focusing on the concepts of meaning, resilience, hope, and suffering. We often hear these terms. We may experience them with patients, their family members, our own family members, but we rarely stop to think about what these concepts mean to us and how we kind of make sense of them. And that's what we're asking you to kind of think about in discussion 5.1 this week. What are your thoughts and perspectives on these concepts, and how do you make sense of them? And it's important to kind of go there to think about, because we will hear from those we're helping to care for their concepts, and they may be very different than our own. So it's important to, again, all of that self-awareness, think about what these concepts are to us so we can better understand what's coming up for us, perhaps when we hear something that might be different from patients in our care. There's also a second discussion for this week, and we're titling this one Presence Without Answers. This is discussion 5.2. We are often trained to have the answers to fix, as has come up before in our discussions, and we really want to think about in this discussion thread about these unanswerable questions. What if we can't have all the answers? How do we sit with suffering? How do we sit with the why questions? And we're asking you to consider that in discussion 5.2. I do want to mention just one little thing. In discussion 5.2 in Blackboard, you'll see that God, G, is written G-D. In some religions and cultures, it is disrespectful to write out the word God. So that's why you will see that there. And we just want to be inclusive and sensitive to that. So just wanted to mention that. And now on to assignment 5.1. In assignment 5.1, we're asking you to take a look at your cheat sheet or your script that you wrote for assignment 3.1. Incorporate the feedback that you received on that, and get in touch with your partner. Your partners are listed both in the announcement section and Cyber Cafe, and schedule a time for a Zoom recording where you're going to be role-playing both asking the questions from your cheat sheet or script and being the person who answers the questions that your partner is asking. Please get in touch with your partner as soon as possible. We recognize that there have been some email issues. If you are having difficulty getting in touch with your partner, feel free to post in Cyber Cafe and to get in touch with them that way. We strongly, strongly recommend that you do this recording on Zoom. In the Blackboard directions for the assignment, you will see that there are very, very detailed instructions on how to do the Zoom recording. Get the link, share that link with your partner, and then submit that link as part of your assignment for 5.1. So please be sure to follow those instructions very closely. Before starting your recording, when you've entered the Zoom space with your partner, we hope that you'll be able to chat a bit about where you're coming from and what you're hoping to get out of this assignment. Everyone is coming from a different place. There are some of you who do this type of questioning every single day for many years. There are some of you who have never done anything like this before in your lives. And so we ask that everyone be sensitive to each other, where you're starting from and what you're hoping to get out of this assignment. It may just be trying on these words for size and just that kind of seeing how it feels to ask these questions and be in conversation around them. And for others, it may be, you know, I really struggle with this particular little piece or this particular line of questioning, and I really want to practice that. So you know yourself best. We want to make this the best learning experience for you. So please be honest with your partner, again, about where you're coming from and what you're hoping to get out of this assignment. You're each going to role play asking the questions for about 5 minutes, and then being the person who answers the questions for about 5 minutes, for a total of about 10 minutes of recorded video. Again, on the tech side, please just follow those instructions. If there are any technical issues or questions, please allow enough time to either contact us or our Blackboard tech folks or the help desk, the IT help desk, if needed. After the recording, the person who kind of set up the Zoom will get notified that the recording is ready. Please share the link to the recording with your partner, and then each of you will independently watch the video, and you'll reflect on it. You'll reflect on what you see in terms of your own body language, the way that you ask the questions, anything that you might have done differently or said differently to think about next time or doing this in the future. What you're going to submit is a Word document with the link to your video at the very top, followed by your reflection. So please, everyone does need to submit their own reflection, and we just ask, just to be on the safe side, for everyone to please just put your the link to your video at the top of that paper. As always, if there are any issues that come up that are for the whole class, or a trick that you figured out as you're doing this that you want to share, any questions or things that you're thinking about, please put it in the Cyber Cafe. If there are any more individual or personal issues, please feel free to email Denise and myself. And just know, as always, that we try to be as flexible as possible. So if there are any scheduling issues that come up this week, or somebody is ill and can't participate, just shoot us an email and let us know, and we will be as flexible as we can. Here's to another great week. And I just want to say one more thing, that we know that role play exercises can be anxiety producing for some, maybe everyone, but we're not assigning this as torture. We're not trying to give you any more stress than you already have on your plate. But our goal for this is really to make this a learning experience, and we're not watching these videos with an eye for judgment. We're watching these videos just to see how you're growing and learning through the program and through this course, and to give you feedback to continue in that growth and learning process. So we hope that you're able to kind of suspend reality and make this as realistic as possible, and maybe even lean into the learning and maybe even enjoy it just a little bit. So thank you all for all of your hard work and your thoughtfulness, and here's to another great week. Thanks, everyone.